All right, guys, we are going to focus on and practice some pattern design in our sketchbook. So let's flip to the next slide and discuss what you will be doing. All right, you will also see these examples attached in your Schoology concept. So let's go over the one on the left. It's a pattern worksheet that I created. We already know that pattern is the repetition of the elements of art. So, starting at the top, you have pattern of lines. Now, these top three are more of your abstract patterns. They're just patterns that you find or see. There's no exact measurement or repetition. So in the first category of lines, which is going to be an abstract drawing, you may see lines in clothing. There's a shirt there. There's patterns of lines in trees, tree bark, as you can see in the third drawing. And then you have snails and the hill that the snail is on. That would be an example of abstract patterns of lines. Then we have the next, which is patterns of shapes. Also abstract in the first is just a drawing that someone has created. There's really no rhyme or reason. In the next, again, we see pattern of shapes on clothing. Another abstract design with drawing. And then cities. Cities can actually also have patterns of shapes. Moving on to patterns of color, the rainbow, flowers, butterflies, and represented in clothing as well. After abstract, we have what we call planned patterns, which you can see on the bottom portion of that worksheet. So you have rows, and the next one is grids. I know that line is kind of cut off, but those are grid patterns. Down at the bottom left, radial, we talked about in elements of art. That is anything that radiates from the center, circular. Then you have alternating, okay? So they have alternating shapes or lines or colors. And then the last one is called a half drop or a brick pattern. So it's kind of every other one, half drop or a brick pattern. So what you're going to do using this worksheet, which again is attached in your Schoology module, you're going to be doing a sketchbook activity where you are going to do 3 planned patterns using shape, color, and line. And then you're going to do 3 abstract patterns using shape, color, and line. So the planned patterns you will get from the bottom of that worksheet, rows, grids, alternating, radial. And then abstract are just ways in which you use pattern that really don't have a planned theme. So you see I have a shoe with a shaped pattern of stars, colors in my flowers, a line pattern, but it's not really representative. And then on the opposite, the planned, I use the half drop or the brick pattern at the top, the radial pattern for my color, and then I did rows for my line pattern. So again, you're going to be doing 3 planned, 3 abstract, using the worksheet as a reference. Okay, again, I'm not looking for perfection. We are practicing techniques, we're practicing skills in our sketchbook. All I'm looking for is for you to try your best. When you are done, submit the final picture of your sketchbook activity into Schoology.